The stars were silent as the alien fleet approached Earth. A massive armada of ships, dark and menacing, drifted in the cold vacuum of space. Their mission was simple: invade Earth and conquer humanity. The invaders, known as the Zoroth, had crushed countless civilizations in their wake. They believed themselves to be the supreme rulers of the galaxy, unstoppable in their quest for power. But Earth and its inhabitants were different. The Zoroth had gathered intelligence on humanity for years. They knew Earth's resources were vast, and its people were primitive, weak compared to the mighty Zoroth. The Zoroth had conquered countless planets with ease, but this time they had underestimated humanity. On Earth, a team of the best soldiers, scientists, and engineers had come together in secret. They were prepared for an attack that no one had anticipated. Deep in a hidden underground facility in the Nevada desert, the world's most advanced weapons were being developed. The Zoroth would soon learn that the humans they once saw as weak were far from defenseless. Captain Alex Walker, a seasoned commander of Earth's elite defense force, stared at the massive digital screen in front of him. The image of the Zoroth fleet was clear, and the countdown had already begun. He felt the weight of responsibility on his shoulders. "We can't let them win," he muttered, his voice steady but filled with resolve. "We won't let them destroy our world." His team was ready. They had worked together for years, preparing for this moment. They knew that if they failed, humanity's future would be in jeopardy. The Zoroth ships descended upon Earth's atmosphere, their dark shapes blocking out the stars. Their weapon systems powered up, ready to launch an assault. But they hadn't anticipated the Earth's defenses, which were about to spring into action. Far below, in the underground facility, Dr. Evelyn Hayes, Earth's leading scientist, activated the final protocol. She had developed a revolutionary energy shield, capable of withstanding even the most powerful weapons the Zoroth had at their disposal. The shield would envelop Earth, protecting it from the incoming assault. "This is it," Dr. Hayes said, her voice calm but tense. She pressed a button, and a series of alarms sounded across the base. "The shield is active. Earth is now protected." Outside, the Zoroth fleet moved into position, preparing to strike. They were confident in their strength, but they had no idea what was about to happen. The first wave of Zoroth laser beams blasted toward Earth, but as they reached the planet's atmosphere, they were met with a powerful force field. The beams collided with the shield and dissipated harmlessly into the void of space. The Zoroth commanders were stunned. They had never encountered a defense like this before. They quickly ordered their fleet to fire again, unleashing a barrage of missiles and energy blasts. But once again, the shield held firm, blocking every attack. What is this?" One of the Zoroth commanders growled. "The humans. They've learned to fight back." "They have," replied his second-in-command. "This is unlike anything we've faced. We must retreat and regroup." But the Zoroth were too proud to admit defeat so easily. They activated their ground forces, sending thousands of armored soldiers down to the surface of Earth. The invasion had begun in full force. On the ground, Captain Walker's team was ready. They had prepared for this exact moment. The human soldiers, armed with advanced weapons and equipped with state-of-the-art exosuits, took their positions. The battle for Earth had officially started. The Zoroth soldiers landed in cities across the globe, their hulking forms towering over human structures. They were ruthless, aiming to destroy everything in their path. But the humans fought back with fierce determination. The streets of New York, London, and Tokyo became battlegrounds, with humans using every weapon at their disposal to push back the invaders. In the Nevada desert, Dr. Hayes and her team worked tirelessly to maintain the energy shield, keeping it strong and stable as the Zoroth's attacks grew more intense. The shield was their last line of defense, and they had to keep it active to ensure Earth's survival. Back in the sky, Captain Walker's squadron launched their counterattack. Advanced fighter jets streaked through the atmosphere, engaging the Zoroth fleet in a dogfight. Earth's pilots, trained in the latest combat tactics, quickly proved themselves to be formidable adversaries. Their speed and agility outmatched the Zoroth ships, which were heavier and slower. "Keep them on their toes," Captain Walker commanded. "We can't let them regroup." As the battle raged on, the tide began to turn in humanity's favor. The Zoroth, once so confident in their superiority, were starting to falter. The humans' resilience and adaptability were proving to be their greatest strength. The final blow came when Dr. Hayes, using the shield's energy as a weapon, fired a massive burst of energy directly at the Zoroth flagship. The ship, which had been coordinating the entire invasion, exploded in a brilliant flash of light. The Zoroth fleet, without their command ship, began to retreat in disarray. Earth's forces were victorious. The surviving Zoroth ships fled into deep space, defeated and humiliated. They had learned a valuable lesson that day: never attack Earth. As the dust settled, Captain Walker stood tall among his team. The battle was over, but the war had just begun. Earth had shown that it would not be conquered, that humanity would fight for its survival. "Today, we proved something," Captain Walker said, his voice full of pride. "We proved that no matter the odds, no matter how powerful the enemy, humanity will always stand and fight." The humans had won, but the Zoroth would never forget the lesson they had learned that day. Earth was not a planet to be underestimated, and if anyone ever dared to attack again, they would face a force unlike any other. Never attack Earth.